All right, everybody, you know who it is. I'm not going to waste time with all the pleasantries. This is a very serious video to me. This is a video I didn't intend to make, but I'm going to make it because now it's necessary. My accident was no accident. This thing's bothering me. I was pushed off the road by a vehicle with an unknown driver. I don't know who it was. Long story short, I was with a girl, not together, but I had promised her I would protect her and take care of her. She asked me for some help. I came to find out the dude she was seeing at the time was lacing her drugs and doing some things to her that shouldn't have been being done, right? Brainwashing her and those sorts of things. And she asked me for help. I'm an honorable individual. I stick to my word. I'm going to take this off for a minute. So anyway, I was at her house waiting for her to come collect some of her things out of my truck because I had been spending time with her outside of work. And she wouldn't come get it because dude was with her. And she wanted probably to maintain the access to her supply or whatever. I don't care. That's not my problem. Anyway, I left her house, headed south on 73, and I turned out past Airport Road or wherever the fuck it is out there, and left what would have been to the east towards Spring Lake. I'm sorry, I left on 22, headed south. Turned left, went over 73, scooped back, went past golf course, 2 Oaks North, right? County Road F and whatever it is out there. Anyway, when I got on F, after I came off of 73 or N, whatever, I become aware of a vehicle behind me, and it was a truck. It was a large truck. They had a brush guard on the front, lights all over it, and they were flashing their lights at me. I couldn't tell what kind of truck it was at the time, and now I believe I know what kind of truck it was. And if you see this video, you saw me behind you yesterday, you know I know where you live. You should probably step forward and do the right thing before this shit gets way out of hand. So anyway, this truck's behind me, and it's full of lights. The grill is full of lights. Now, I've taken several people out to this accident scene, and I've shown them independently without telling them what I think happened. And they have all come to the same conclusion. There was 2 vehicles involved in this accident. 2, not 1. I'm going to tell you why. As I'm coming through into Spring Lake, about a mile or so just outside of Spring Lake, right by the old pickle factory, which is now Erdman Trucking. There's a hill there. I crest that hill, and when I crest that hill, that vehicle come up behind me with its lights on behind me, and it had a strobe effect going on in its lights. I couldn't see in the mirror, and the windshield was tinted, so I couldn't see who was driving. The ass end of my truck got loose. Swung sideways to the left. I don't know why. I believe they pushed the ass end of the vehicle. I don't know. I was suffering from exhaustion. I had a lot of things going on in my head from things this girl was telling me, and I was trying to focus on refocusing my mind for work. And then this happened. We ended up driving at a high rate of speed, approximately 75 to 80 miles an hour, when we crest that hill. Vehicle goes left. I hit the culvert, jump the culvert, back on the road. And anybody who wants to, you can go out there. You can feel free to check the skid marks. There's plainly evidence that there was 2 vehicles out there and not 1, right? So anyway, truck rolls, first or second roll, I get ejected. It rolls over, lands on me again while I'm laying in the field. I don't know how long I was unconscious. I might not have even been unconscious. It could have been instant. I become aware of somebody over the top of me, just kind of out of eyesight. Now, the guy had black hair. It was too black to be normal. It couldn't have been natural. He either had grease in it, dyed, a wig, something. I don't know. I'll post messages in the comments of this video so you can see that I'm not lying. There is people who are threatening me. There's people who have been following me around. Things of this nature, right? I don't know who it is. Someone tried to snatch me going to the casino like a week before the accident. Things of that nature, right? I went to the sheriff's department and I spoke with a deputy that I trusted, who I thought was a friend of mine. He didn't take a statement. He didn't make an official report. He wrote a couple numbers down from the messages that I'm going to post and show you what happened, what people are saying to me, and that was it, right? And that kind of shocked me because I always trusted and respected that individual. But long story short, it was not an accident. Somebody pushed me off the road. Somebody, in fact, tried to end my life, or at the very least tried to scare me away from what I was doing because they didn't like that I knew what they were doing. The guy who had this girl, that was with this girl, was lacing her drugs. doing sorts of things to her that she didn't really appreciate, didn't remember a lot of. And when she did remember, um, it scared her, and she called me for help. I promised her a long time ago when I lived with her family that I would take care of her and I would protect her if she ever needed help. She called me and needed help. So I've been at her house. I left. This vehicle gets behind me, pushes me in the ditch. Dude's standing over the top of me, and very calmly he says to me, "Hey man, are you alive?" I didn't answer for a while. He turns and walks away. I hear his vehicle drive off, tires going, I hear the door shut, that whole nine, right? I dragged myself out from under the truck. I found my phone and started making phone calls. I called my dad twice. I sent another cousin of mine messages. And I believe I called 911. That's what I was told. I don't remember calling 911, but anyway. They're going to say that they found drugs in my vehicle. They did, but they were not mine. I do not use drugs. I'm not a drug user. I have not been a drug user for a very long time. As I said in another video where somebody reached out to me and said, "You're at risk of committing suicide. You need to protect yourself," which is why I made that video several months ago. Um, anyway, back in May, I believe I made that video, April, May. And I just want everybody to know the truth about what happened, because I went to the sheriff's department like you're supposed to. They didn't take a statement. They said they would talk to the cop who responded to the accident and see what he had to say. That police officer is also a police officer who attacked me physically in front of my friends' houses over here in Red Granite several years ago, and I was charged with disorderly conduct and received 12 days in jail. I was initially charged with 3 counts of assault to a police officer. 2 of the cops that were involved transferred and went somewhere else. One of them still works for Sheriff County Sheriff's Department. And by the way, whoever was driving that truck, I believe I found the truck. And you know I was behind you yesterday. I followed you to the residence where you went. You should probably do the right thing and go talk to the sheriff's department, or do something and square this away before this shit gets out of hand, because it will. At the end of the day, I was trying to protect somebody who I cared about, who meant something to me, who asked me for help. And I got involved in something I didn't know I was getting involved in. Believe what you will. You feel free to go out just outside of Spring Lake, about a mile or so outside of Spring Lake. You can check it out. It's a couple hundred yards up the road, maybe half a mile from Urban Trucking Driveway to the west, back towards Two Oaks. You can see the skid marks. You can see the fact that there was more than one vehicle involved. And I'll post the threatening messages I received after the fact in the comments of this video. And don't fucking take it down, whoever you people are who come out here commenting or reporting all my shit, getting my shit taken down, because this is serious, and it goes to speak about the corruption that's happening in our county, because now there's an active and ongoing investigation, and they want to lay charges around my neck to try to mothball me and wrap all this shit up. It's starting to hurt. But just so you know, you did not kill me. And you won't. You never will. Take it for what you will, but this is my truth. I was there. You weren't. You don't believe me?